Hi, good afternoon, Elizabeth. We are live. Welcome. How's it going today?
It's going good. We're excited. Everyone's trickling in. This is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we've got quite a few already. I know we have almost 300 agents, brokers registered for this class here this morning. We're so excited to share it with them. So, why don't you start us off kind of with a quick introduction and we'll take it from there.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys. We know how valuable your time is. We know how crazy a time of year it is. So we promise you are going to be so grateful you've joined us today. We're so excited to have you here. We want to welcome you, whether you're an agent, a broker, a realtor, or a real estate professional. This class is going to offer you a tremendous value, not only on how to take your digital presence to the next level, but actually how do you start getting leads from it, right? That's the most important thing. So we know you're going to walk away saying this hour was worth it, because remember, your list is constantly shrinking. People are moving away, transferring, et cetera, et cetera. If you're not generating leads, your business is shrinking. So that's the name of the game, folks. So we love participation. We want to know how many years have you been in the real estate business? We'd love to get a general sense of who we have with us today, so that we can kind of tailor the content to the audience here today. So awesome. Let's see what we got here. Where are we at? Let's
Yes,
get
so
in that
please
chat
open up,
box.
yeah, open up that chat box, show us how to use it, type in there again how long you've been in the business.
6 months. Oh, welcome, Monique. You came to the right place. We're going to jumpstart you. Claudia, 24 years, a seasoned pro. 1 year, 12 years. I love it. Well, this is great. Don't be shy. Once someone gets in that chat box, everyone else is going to get in that 5 years. Oh, 5 years in a row. Amazing. So yeah, the other thing we can ask is, where are you viewing from today? We have over 300 registered. We're so excited. Like, we'd love to hit every 50 states. Where are we viewing from? Get comfortable using that chat. You're going to get way more out of this webinar today the more you participate. So this is a fun way just to spice it up and get us comfortable. We got, Oklahoma, California, Michigan. All right. West Virginia, Austin. Oh, to Texas, Tulsa. I love it. Anyone else? I'm in Virginia, Tom's in New York. We got anybody from there? South Florida, always representing. Florida's always representing. Awesome. Well, you keep those responses coming in and let's get started. All right. All right. So first, a little bit more about who we are. Who are we up here speaking? So I am with Realtor, which is your premier destination for revitalizing your online presence in the real estate industry. We specialize in providing with cutting edge website solutions tailored to elevate your business to new heights, utilizing top level domains such as .realtor and .realestate. And as you know, we are backed by and part of the National Association of Realtors. So we have amazing solutions for agents, brokers, team, mortgage reps, home builders, appraisers. If you're in the real estate game, we are here for you. We have a huge focus on creating a customer-centric experience, not only creating solutions that are ready and futuristic, but also that truly are going to elevate you and build your business. We like to say we come alongside of you. We meet you where you're at. We give you the tools that you need, and we really help build that online brand and presence so you can start raking in more and more leads. All right, important to note, we don't just offer solutions, but like today, we have a big focus on education. So what you're seeing here today is that. So let's do some quick intros. My name is Elizabeth Canaru. I am the Director of Marketing and Engagement for our top level domains. I focus on that engagement because that's truly coming alongside members and agents in the industry to truly help them build and grow their business. So this is a really fun aspect of the job, is webinars like this today, and we're so excited. I'm going to pass the baton over to my cohort here, Tom, so he can give a quick introduction as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Elizabeth. So again, welcome everybody. My name's Tom Bauman. I work with RE Technology, and RE Technology, just in case you don't know, is that's how you all registered here today. But if you're watching that recording and you're unfamiliar, we're the premier source of real estate technology education. We've been so lucky to partner with .realestate, .realtor, and just see the positive impact that they've had on the industry and their focus on education and customer-centric approach. Really excited to partner with them and be here today with them. A little bit about myself, like Elizabeth said, I live in New York, and I've been working in the real estate industry about 5 years now. I've worked with thousands of agents, one-on-one and group settings to coach them on digital marketing, on different platforms that are available to them. And so, really have a lot of experience, working with agents, working with brokers, and so excited to share this content with you guys here today. And so with that, Elizabeth, why don't you take us through some housekeeping items?
Awesome. All right. Well, again, as I've stressed this a lot already, we love participation. We want you to get the most out of this class. So please use that chat box. Any questions, comments, things you're thinking, share with us. We have our great panelists here, Nina and Michael. They're standing by ready to answer your questions. We're also going to pause every few slides just for some Q&A all the way throughout. So trust me, my biggest pet peeve is if I give myself to a webinar and I'm present, I want people to acknowledge that. And so we will absolutely do that. Feel free to take notes or take pictures of slides because we're going to be covering a ton of great content. We don't want you to miss anything. We will send you a recording of this afterwards, so don't worry, but get those cameras ready. We are going to have a number of interactive QR codes throughout today's class, and we want to make sure that you take full advantage. Speaking of which, how many of you feel like your Google presence is amazing, top notch, amazing, right? How many of you are like, oh, it's okay. Oh, to be honest, I could use a little help. Well, today we have a special gift for you for joining us. Nina, one of our panelists, as we mentioned, is an expert of all things digital marketing. She works with hundreds of agents and brokers, you name it, to improve their digital presence. And we are going to offer you a chance to meet with Nina one-on-one and take advantage of a personalized look at your website, your social media, your Google business page to give you pointers on how you can take it up a notch. We are here to help. So we want everyone here to get those cameras out, scan that QR code, and book a session with Nina because we want you to have access to it. At any time, if you are feeling overwhelmed, confused, you need additional information or guidance, we can schedule that with Nina and she can take you and help you get your presence up a notch. Also, take advantage and type schedule me in the chat at any time, and she'll chat with you on the side one-on-one to get you scheduled. We're going to make this as easy as possible for you. You showed up for us, so we're going to show up for you. Agents love these sessions. We have great feedback. So please don't hesitate to take advantage of this offer.
Yeah, guys, like Elizabeth said, great opportunity, no cost, meet one-on-one and really take a deep dive into your digital presence. If you're here today, you're ready to take it up a notch, and we are excited to share some tips with you here. So first, we want to dive in and talk a little bit about the current landscape, right? Because it has been an interesting year, to say the least, right? Recently settled commission changes, how does that affect your business, right? You had to navigate all of these changes with high interest rates. You've got limited inventory, right? Compressed commissions. You've got the rise of big portals, right? Generating leads, but taking 40 to 50% of your commissions, right? So, there's so much competition. You've had the rise of digital marketing and AI, right? Everything's gone digital, right? Think about just the last 4 or 5 years since COVID, right? Everyone's online. You've got to be taking advantage of that traffic. You've got to be there. So important. We're going to show you some great options here today, right? So that you can implement as soon as you leave this class, some tactical tips, tricks, and strategies, as well as some low-cost solutions that will allow you to effectively compete in this landscape. And like I said, everything's gone digital. You got to take advantage of this. But most importantly, folks, it's been an interesting year, but don't stress, right? You're still here. Right? If you've been able to keep your head above water, big round of applause for all of you here today, right? And so things are starting to get better, right? There are some articles today that hopefully rates will be coming down. Consumer sentiment might be starting to improve a little bit. So, again, commission changes haven't changed everything. The sky has not fallen, and commerce sales will weather the storm. And so we're going to show you some great strategies on how to do that here today. But a few quick stats I want to share with you before we dive in, just so that we can kind of understand where your leads come from, right? Where this online traffic is coming from. So first, 96% of home buyers are searching online. Everyone is searching online for their home, okay? In fact, homes for sale near me was actually the third highest real estate search, right? Think about those high intent people who are actually asking for that information, right? Most buyers and sellers, they only interview one real estate agent during their search. it is so important that you're the first one they find or that they think of, right? And really exciting stat here. I love this one. I use it all the time. NAR did this great study, right? Where they actually interviewed buyers and sellers. About 87% of them, they asked them, would you use or would you refer the agent that you used next time you bought or sold? 87% of them said, yes, of course, absolutely. I'll use the agent again. I'll refer them business. But folks, less than 13% of buyers and sellers actually use the same agent. Think
Wow.
about that, right? Those repeat and referrals make up 67% of your business. Sure, you all agree, right? That's your bread and butter, those easy leads. But most agents are only capturing about 13% of that opportunity, right? And so it's so important to be intentional about not only generating new leads, maximizing repeat and referral business, right? That's your bread and butter, and creating top of mind marketing to your sphere. And we're going to cover all of that with you here today. Make sure you never miss a referral. Make sure that you're always showing up strong. You're never losing business to a competitor because somebody Googled you and maybe you didn't show up strong, right? And so now that we've laid sort of the foundation, let's keep moving. And I'm going to cover with you quickly, these are the top tools that we're going to cover today for online lead generation, okay? And so I want to do another quick participation just to kind of see if everybody is here. Let's see. Folks, if you have, again, guys, if you have more than 3 different social media profiles, whether that's Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, go ahead and click that raise your hand button and let us know. And we can go ahead and see that again, guys, or give us a hand emoji in the chat, either one. We want to see who here today has 3 or more social media profiles. Okay. It's like we've got a bunch of you, a lot of you who are not raising those hands or participating there. Guys, it is so important that we are on as many platforms as we can possibly be on. The more platforms you are on, the more SEO you start to have, search engine value, right? But also the more top of mind you're going to create, right? And so we want to be on as many as we possibly can. Now, the ones that we're going to cover here today, right, are going to be, we're going to cover social media. We're going to cover websites, domain names, and Google business page. And folks, you got to be on all of these. You also have to be active and you have to be consistent, right? If I'm a consumer, I go to your LinkedIn, your website, your Facebook, and the last time you shared anything was 3 years ago, what do I think? Maybe you're no longer in the business, right? Maybe you switched occupations, whatever it may be. Maybe you don't care about your business. So we've got to have a polished, consistent presence across as many platforms as we possibly can. We got to be active, be consistent. And again, all of that is important. But it's also important to remember that online lead generation is a high volume, long-term game, right? So folks, you're not going to convert every single lead. You all understand this. Some people come to you, they're ready to go today. Some are 6 months, some a year. That's okay. When we treat every lead with value, like the gold that they are, that's when we're going to see that highest return possible, right? Maximizing repeat and referral, generating top of funnel leads, and then creating top of mind marketing to your sphere of influence. So important. So what's the best way to start to do that? The best way to start to, build up that momentum, start to polish up your digital presence, and start to show up strong in search results and local searches, people asking for real estate for sale near them. Well, best way to do that is through Google, right? Through search engines. And think about this, folks, the way that we access information has changed, right? People are using Alexa, Siri, searching Google. You're always asking for information constantly on your phone. And so you've got to show up in these searches, right? Consumers are 80% more digital than they were 4 years ago. 96% of them are searching for homes online. You got to be here, all right? And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into this. But before I move on, I want to identify one key difference here. When people go to Google, they are asking for information. They're asking for it. They woke up out of bed, they took time out of their day, and they said, real estate agents near me. Think about the intent behind that. They are asking for that versus I'm scrolling through my phone on Facebook. I had nothing to do with real estate today, and I get your ad that says, hey, do you want to buy a house? Do we see the difference? Right, you've got to show up in these intent-based searches. It's so, so important. And so that's what we're going to focus on for the beginning of the class here. How do you start to take advantage of that high intent traffic, generate local high intent leads? How do you do that? And so, Elizabeth, with that, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what Google actually looks at? How do you start to show up stronger in Google? What are they looking for?
Yes. And I want to back up to your social media and the three, because it made me think of a really good story. One of my absolute favorite brokers, Calvin Burton, she might be watching, so I hope you don't care if I share this story. But she said about social media, she said, all of my agents keep liking my posts. They keep liking my posts. Stop liking my posts. Make your own content. I want to like your post, So it's not only about having those social media presence, but don't be afraid. I think so many times we get afraid to like put ourselves out there and do something, but put a pretty picture with some copy. I mean, they just love watching anything, but you got to use those. So anyways, that when you were talking about that story, it just made me crack up. Like, not only do you have it, but don't be afraid to use it. And we're going to teach you how to do that on this webinar as well. And some really, really easy ways that don't require time or energy, which is one thing we love. But yeah, so I thought that story has just stuck with me. I don't want you to like my post. I want to like your post. Okay. So back to Google. All right. So we have three major factors when we talk about ranking your business in search results. Okay. The first is location. How or do you have the location keywords to show up in a search for New York real estate, for example, real estate agents near me, etc. I love what Tom said. People are coming to Google with intent. They need you. They need to be able to find you. So make sure you're utilizing your location keywords. Relevance. Is your information consistent and accurate across multiple platforms? You will look at your Google business profile. Does that match what's on your broker's page? Does that match what's on your personal website? Does that match everything? Tom gave a really good example of even something as simple as business hours. Like, you Google UPS store, you use those hours, you show up, find out you're a half an hour early, and you have to stand there and waste your time. Like, it's so important to make sure all of the information is consistent. Another thing with it is your picture. You should have the same picture on every single platform. Don't have like blurry pictures or like a picture that doesn't really convey who you are. Have a strong, beautiful headshot on every single platform and make sure that's the same picture. That way people don't get confused. They're like, wow, this person is everywhere. They have a strong Google presence. You're instantly building that trust, that credibility. They're going to choose you. Prominence. This comes down to the number of locations and reviews. So that's important. We want to get as many reviews in there as possible, because if it's just like, I won't even buy a shirt unless I see people have reviewed it anymore and told me it's good, right? We want to make sure that you've got friends and families and people you work with, past clients, really getting in there and hyping you up. All right, now we're going to cover how to show up in these searches throughout the class. But once you show up, what makes people click on your website? You don't want to spend all this time and effort showing up in search to have no one click. All right, let's take a look at this picture here. Here we go. Here we have a picture of two doors, and this is pretty self-explanatory with these doors here. Which one are you going to want to open? What does each of these doors say about the business behind them? Does the door on the left inspire trust? For your buyers and sellers, this is probably it. Let's be honest, this is the biggest financial transaction of their life, right? You better believe they're going to do their homework, and you can't afford to have a messy front door. The first thing I do when someone is to recommend something or someone to me is I'm going to Google you. I'm looking for red flags. Do not give me red flags. Give me trust. Give me credibility. Have a strong presence so that they can start to see who you are and connect with you, because you're going to need that trust throughout the whole process. When you get down the line to inspections and things and they're coming to you, they need to know they can trust you, because like we said, biggest financial transaction of their life, they need to see that you're strong right off the bat. So oftentimes we Google agents and their front doors are missing more than just paint, folks. Your brand is your identity. It's what inspires trust in your business. So we've got to clean this up. All right. How do we go about doing that?
Yeah. And so folks, when you're trying to clean up that digital presence, and we can't stress this enough, because, like I said, I've worked with thousands of agents, and Elizabeth, you work with the same. So often we Google you, like Elizabeth said, and nothing is consistent. It's all messy, right? So we've got to clean this up. But the first place you should look when you're trying to clean up your digital presence is your domain name, right? Pick your domain name. This is step one in starting to, take advantage of those Google searches, that local traffic. Think about this. You hand someone your business card and they want to learn more about you. What is the first thing they're going to do? They're going to go to your website, right? Make sure your domain inspires trust, right? Same for your email address. You don't want your name at Yahoo, your name at AOL. You want your name at your website, at your domain name, right? And there are literally thousands of options when it comes, quick Google search, you'll get lots of different options for, how to get a domain name. We're going to show you a few options in just a few slides, but quick show of hands, or throw that hand emoji in the chat box. How many of you here today actually have your own domain name? Give us a me in the chat box, or a hand emoji, whatever it may be. Let us know if you have your own domain name. This is a powerful tool, and we see so many agents who are lacking this. But again, guys, great way. See a bunch of yeses, looks like me, awesome. Bunch of you who already have them, great. We're going to talk about how to make sure that they're performing correctly. But if you don't have one, you've got to get one ASAP. Because remember, this is the name brand of your business. You want to build as much top of mind marketing around it as possible. If your website is the front door to your business, then that domain name is that paint on the front door, right? Like we just showed in that example. And so this is an asset that will follow you for the rest of your career. The sooner you get this, the sooner you can start building search engine value, top of mind marketing value behind it, right? You want to make sure that you have that early on and that you're protecting it, because if you don't buy it, time is of the essence. Someone else can actually buy the one that you want that makes the most sense for your business, and then they hold it hostage. We see this all the time where people are selling domain names for $50,000. It's crazy. Can't tell you how many times we see this. You definitely want to get that locked down sooner than later. And so I know you're all wondering, well, I see that it's important, right? It tells a lot about my business, but what should I include? What's a good domain name? Well, remember, the goal here is to create credibility. What would you click if you're Googling real estate agents near me, best real estate agents, real estate in Providence, for example? What are you going to click, right? And so what should you have, right? Again, we want to make sure that we are mimicking what people are searching, right? Great way to capture that organic local traffic. Real estate keywords are essential. Your name, so important. So important when referrals, friends, clients are searching for you specifically, right? What are they going to click? So just a quick example. I worked with one agent a few years ago. Her name was Island Graham. She was a little bit older. She lived on an island. She was like the go-to agent there. And her domain name was islandgraham.com. And her brand was great, right? It was catchy, but she wasn't getting any clicks because people were searching for real estate and they had no idea that she had anything to do with real estate, right? And so you've got to have those keywords, real estate, realtor, whatever it may be in your domain name. It's so important. Now, it's so important to have these domain names, but one of the things that we have here is portability. Portability is key. Folks, your domain name should be portable. Agents switch offices every 3 to 4 years. Newer agents, they bounce around a whole lot more than that. Your domain has to be portable, that asset that can follow you for the life of your business. So think about it. If I give out my business card, it's got my broker's homepage. That does nothing for me, right? It's building my broker's SEO, driving my traffic to their website. It's not necessarily doing anything for my business. I see this all the time. How do I know that lead is going to me? I don't. And then finally, folks, we save the best for last, is location, right? Location, location, location. This is the best possible type of domain to establish yourself as a local expert. Capture those local real estate searches, right? Intent-based searches, and brand yourself as the authority in your city or town. Again, we've got a great example here. I purposely picked a small town in Rhode Island where I'm from, and they're trying to sell Providence real estate for $50,000. It's a huge amount of money. It's absolutely insane, but people pay it every day because there is tremendous value behind a location-based domain name, and they know it. They've seen it. It works. And so you don't want to be held hostage, right? Like we said, lock that domain name down as soon as you possibly can. Remember, guys, it's totally fine to have more than one domain. It's even better. You can have multiple domains, all drive traffic to one location. We'll talk about that. But so for example, your homepage might be johnsmith.realtor, but you have a second domain that's providence.realestate. So you're getting location and you're targeting people searching for you. Totally fine to have more than one domain name. And so we're going to walk through some examples together on the next slide. And so the first one we have is many of this might apply to you, brokerage.com/John Smith. Maybe this is Remax, Century 21, whoever it is, / your name. Great, it's got your name, but folks, again, that's driving up your broker's SEO, building up their digital presence. You're not always certain those leads are going to you. And think about this, if you switch offices, everyone who's come to know you as remax.com/John Smith, they're still going to your old website and you're no longer there, right? So you've got to have a tool that is portable. The next one, we've got johnsmith.com. Now, okay, this is getting better, right? Tells me who the agent is. Maybe it drives traffic to the agent specifically. That's portable, but it doesn't tell me they're a real estate agent, that they're in the real estate industry. It tells me nothing about what they do, right? So we're getting better, but it's still not great, right? If I'm searching for local real estate, probably not going to click that. John Smith Realtor, great, right? Showcases his name, profession, real estate keywords, portable, goes wherever he goes. But what if you're not a realtor and you're looking to create the same opportunity, right? We've got a nice example, johnsmith.realestate, much better. And again, we've shown how those location-based domains can sell for crazy amounts of money. Right? And that's the last one we have here, that New York.realestate, just for example, incredible opportunity to capture that local real estate search, that intent-based traffic that's looking to do business with someone in their area. Awesome opportunity. Again, guys, some of these might apply to you, but some great strategies on how to improve, again, that paint on the front door, and make sure that when you do show up in a search, people are clicking your link over the other 25 links that show up in that search, right? And so important to actually start to capture that traffic. And so do you guys see the tremendous value that these domains have? If you agree with us, type in there, agree, you can type in an emoji, type whatever you'd like in the chat box. If you see the value here and why this is so important, crucial, it's the first step in building that digital presence and starting to capture those local searches. And so see a bunch of you are saying, yeah, I agree, it's so important. We've got to have this.
Yeah, and Tom, one thing I want to mention too is you talk about the portability and what that means. So the average real estate agent stays with their broker 4 to 6 years. People change for all the reasons. You guys are realtors, we're always changing for this or that. If you depend on your broker's website, then everything goes there. When you use a domain or such, which is like yourname.realtor or .realtors for that, you can point that to any website you want. You never have to change your business card. It's building your ROI, your own personal return on investment. It used to be when you sold a house that the broker's name was huge on the sign, right? And now it's the agent's name that's huge. Having your own brand identity, this is the trend. This is the direction we're going. So having a domain name that is yours and yours alone, that is going to start building your business from that 6-month point. We saw someone who's just with here 6 months. Point those domains wherever you want them to go, but have one that is going to be yours for the life of your career, so that you're not starting over every 4 to 6 years. And I just think that's so important. I wanted to throw it in. So back to you, Tom.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just reinforcing everything that we're talking about here, right? Not only do you need an effective tool, but you need a tool that is portable. So important, so that goes with you. The sooner you get it, the more value you build behind it, the bigger it's going to grow throughout the life of your career. And so, folks, we want to remind you guys, we do move pretty quickly here. If you're sitting here and you're saying to yourself, hey, my domain name is not good. Or, one of these 2 red boxes that applies to you, you can type schedule me. And again, Nina will actually meet with you, our panelists here today, walk you through all this kind of stuff. Take a look at what you currently have, give you some suggestions on what you should be using. Great session to kind of analyze all of that, get some really professional feedback. Like I said, we work with thousands of agents. We've seen these time and time again. But if you're sitting here and you're saying to yourself, yeah, I might need some help, but maybe you're here today and you're like, I'm ready to take action. I know that I need to improve my SEO. I know I need to start capturing those local searches. I know I am I am not doing as good as I can. People search me and I don't stand out in those search results. Well, we want to show you a couple of solutions. Now, like I said, this class is about education. You have thousands of options, but we want to show you a couple that we know work. I've spoken with countless agents who rave about these. We've actually done a bunch of interviews with them as part of RE Technology. Some of you might have seen those. But we know these work, and we want to actually just remind you that they're out there for you. So a couple of different options. Like I said, you've got a ton of options, but some great opportunities to really drive up that traffic. And we've got some amazing discounts for all of you who joined us here today. And I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Again, this is about education, but we do want to make you aware that they're here. So guys, take a picture of this slide, right? Don't miss out. If you do need help, take a picture. You have these options available to you. We also have a code there that you can scan to go and sign up. But there's two options that Real Estate provides. You've got Realtor on the left. Guys, this is free. If you're sitting here, you need a domain name, you don't have your own that's portable, sign up, right? You go to get.realtor and you can sign up for your own domain name. It is totally free. It's portable, goes with you wherever you go. If you're looking to take advantage of those, those location-based local domain name and start to capture that local traffic, right? Drive up that organic SEO. We have the real estate options here on the right. Now, these can be location, your city, real estate, huge. We've seen how huge that value is. They're selling for $50,000. These are 69 bucks on average. You can't make this up, guys. Incredible pricing, $69 for the entire year. And they both include a landing page, free landing page. If you don't have a website, you scan that code, go to get.realtor. This is a no-brainer. Again, guys, there are so many options, but these are free tools, cost-effective tools on the right that we know work. We've seen time and time again. So don't miss out. Take a picture. If you feel like you need some help, some great tools to actually get you started. And we'd love to have you guys join us there. But we're going to keep moving. Elizabeth, anything you want to add here?
Yeah, no, I was just going to share. Tom and I were going through this and preparing us. Like, oh, this reminds me of the story. We were doing a focus group. We everything we do comes down to what you need. Our goal is to make turnkey solutions that require absolutely nothing on your part because you're not tech savvy, or you don't have to be tech savvy, and you're busy. You don't have time to sit behind a computer. So we're constantly out there meeting with agents, and we do focus groups. And we were in a focus group once, and this broker's going like this, and he's just like, ugh. And we're like, what? Like, what is going on? And he's like, I have a new agent. She had to have her first name, last name as a domain name. She only knew about .com. She paid $20,000 for her first name, last name .com, because to her, she was like, I have to have this. It's going to make my business. And he's like, I didn't know she could have had it free. And we're like, oh, yeah. And he was just like, I wish I would have known. And so, we're just always increasing awareness, but that's why you can have these things for free, is why we're pointing them out. We're not here to try to sell this to you. We just are trying to increase awareness. Or he showed you providencerealestate.com. You could just be a Providence Real Estate for so much cheaper. Do not be fooled out there. Come to the right trusted places to do it the right way. Effective, affordable, that are going to work. All right. So next, we just want to show you this quick slide here. Had to just throw this quick testimonial because it's just such a great case study. This is Marcus Reynolds. He has a 1.realtor and 3.real estates. They all point to the same place. Like we said, more domains, the better for your SEO. But by switching to Springs.real estate, within the first week, not only did he see a 600 to 700 increase in traffic, his phone rang 40% more, and the average time spent on his website was 9 to 10 minutes. So simply making a little switch like that, and from the start, he saw such a huge. So it's just a wonderful case study we like to share with people, because we're constantly monitoring these to make sure they're working.
Yeah, and I've actually worked with Marcus and met him and interviewed him, and he actually has, I think, 7 or 8 real estate ones for all the different cities in his area. Brands him as that local expert. He gets a ton of traffic. He loves it. Again, guys, you can purchase those. You can point them directly to your own domain name or to your own website that you have currently. Or if you don't have one, they include a landing page. So it's really a no-brainer. You're getting 2 for the cost of 1, or you're getting it free. We love it. We hope you do too. But again, that's only step 1 in turning your digital presence into that lead gen powerhouse, right? Starting to confirm to convert clicks to clients. And again, if you run into any trouble with either of those, take a picture of this slide, guys. You can scan the code for a one-on-one with one of us, or you can call if you go and you sign up and you run into any issues. You've got a toll-free number here that you can call. You can use the webinar chat on the website, or you can scan that code, meet with Nina, and she'll walk you through picking those domain names. Again, take advantage of this, guys. It's no cost or very limited cost. Great way to get started. But we're going to keep moving here. So any questions so far on what we've covered here today, folks? And so we want to keep this, again, educational focus. So if you have questions on what's a good domain name, or questions on anything that we've covered so far, what does Google look at, those ranking factors, what platforms you should be on, type those questions in the chat at any time. We're going to try to answer them, going back to see if we have any there so far.
Guys are shy. They're very shy, this group.
I do see will we get a replay of the recording? So we will get the recording for the presentation, but we don't send the deck. So again, take pictures as we go. Feel free to do that, guys. But I don't see any questions so far. So domain name's pretty straightforward. Again, that's step one. It's super easy. It's just going to get a little bit more intense from here, and some even more exciting ideas on how to start to grow your web presence. So with that, step number 2, connect your site and your domain to your Google business page, right? This is so important in showing up in those local Google searches. You got to have a powerful business page that connects to your domain. Every one of you is a business. You have to have that Google business page. Now, how many of you here have this all set up? If you do, type in, yes, I have it. Type in, Google expert, whatever it may be. Type that in the chat. Let us know if you have it. We'll see where the experience level is. I see yes, awesome from Heather. Great. A few of you that have it. Charlene's got it. Brittany, yes. James, a bunch of yeses coming in. Awesome. We'd love to see that. A lot of you have it. If you don't, share with us that you don't have it. It's totally fine. Not everyone knows that they should have this in place, but I see a ton of you have it. I have it, but it needs some work. I love the honesty. I'm going to tell you something. That statement probably applies to every single one of you here today, right? Again, so many times you've got some paint missing and you don't realize it. Now, with these business pages, a lot of agents don't understand that anyone can go in and change your information. And I've seen examples where it's a small town, there's a couple of agents, and one marks the other as permanently closed. I'm not saying that's what happened to you, but it has happened. And I'll tell you, it happens all the time. So what you need to do is verify that. So important. We'll show you how to do that in a second. But Google business pages typically get up to 13 times as much traffic as your actual website, right? They show up right away. All your information's there. They can connect with you. And really great slide. Again, take a picture of. It's got the steps here, okay? You want to make sure you verify this. So go to Google/business, create your business account, verify it, provide all that information so it's accurate, right? This is just one location you're providing it. And again, this is going to do 2 things, okay? So, first, it's going to start to increase your visibility in Google, but it's also going to enhance your brand. Look at how professional this looks. They've got their photos, the name, they've got reviews, phone number, their hours of operation, their websites, all of this good stuff. And folks, I'm going to give you an example. This looks great, but just a few weeks ago, I Googled the UPS store. I walked all the way over there, 7:45 in the morning. The hours say they open at 8. I get there, there's no sign on the door, nothing, no one's there, and there's a crowd of angry customers all leaving bad reviews, right? You got to have accurate information. Again, you are a business, so make sure this is up to date. And so again, you get the steps on how to do that. We see how important this is. You want to make sure, again, if that website is the front door, the domain is the paint on the door, your Google business page is the landscaping in the front yard, right? Creating that beautiful image, inviting people in, welcoming them to participate with your business. It is so important. It should be neat, clean, and accurate. And we see how important this is. So again, guys, if you have questions here, type them in the chat box at any time. We're happy to answer those, but you've got to have this set up and you've got to have it up to date. And so we're going to keep moving here. With that, again, I'll tell you, having consistent information across all of these different platforms, increases dependability, right? Increases trust by 196% when you have everything up to date. All right. And so you've got step 1 domain. Step 2, you've got set up your Google business page, right? Claim it, verify it. And then step 3 is going to be to build or update your website, the front door to your business. Okay. And so important. Now, again, how many of you here today have your own website? Go ahead and type in that chat box, me, click the raise your hand button. Let us know. I see a lot of great commentary there and there. I see a bunch of you scheduling those one-on-ones with Nina. I love it. Love to see you guys engaged, excited, and participating. A bunch of you who have a website. Okay, a few of you. Awesome. But so important, right? Again, this is the front door to your business. And so another question for you. How many of you here today, a bunch of you have it, how many of you actually generate business from your website? Anybody? Right? See those hands go down, right? Not as much participation there. I don't think I saw a single yes. And so how do you change that? A lot of hands went down. We got to fix that. Remember, front door to your business. But don't forget, you got to have that powerful domain, all that good stuff. So what are the absolute minimal features that every single real estate website needs to have in order to deliver value to the agent and to their clients? Well, this is the place for you to send friends, family, referrals, clients, leads to learn all about you. You should have a powerful about me section, right? Showcase your experience. If you're new, talk about your passion for real estate, past experiences that relate to it. Customize it. It's got to be customizable. Showcase your unique brand, and that's going to resonate with your audience. Don't get trapped with these cookie cutter solutions, guys. You got to have customization. You should have those testimonials. Remember, Google's looking at testimonials. You've got to have up-to-date recent reviews. So important to get those on your site, get them on your Google page. Again, anytime you add those testimonials, Google has to reanalyze that, re-index it, place you higher up in the search results. There's so much value there. Like Elizabeth said, I know I Google, 3 places before I go to lunch. The first thing I look at is reviews. You got to have this, right? Those testimonials. So important. Again, adding that new content. You got to have tracking and analytics. See who's on your site. What are they doing? What are they looking at? What are they engaging with? You have to have lead capture. So many times I see agents, they drive traffic to a landing page or their website, and they don't have any effective lead capture. Call me button, that's it. Most people aren't going to call you. Gen Z, they're never going to call, right? So you've got to have effective forms of lead capture, and you've got to make sure this is mobile responsive, right? Most people are searching on their cell phone, it's mobile. So make sure you have that. Super important to be ADA compliant, right? The Americans with Disabilities Act. Not all websites have this feature. And I'm shocked how often I see real estate agents who don't have this on their website. This group is one of the most litigious groups with a target on their back. We've seen that this year with everything that's happened with the NAR lawsuits. You've got to be ADA compliant. It is so important. And ultimately, you're going to reach more potential customers in larger sphere and make sure everyone's included. So you definitely want to have that. And then again, folks, coming back to this idea of portability, right? The same thing goes. Agents switch offices 3 to 4 years. Again, if this is the front door to your business and you're relying on a broker provided website and you switch, everything you have built is gone. All of your search engine value, all of your top of mind marketing, your branding, the testimonials, everything you had there is gone. You're starting from scratch. We never want to see this happen to you. You always want to use tools that are portable, go with you wherever you go. They will grow with you as you grow, right? Don't send your clients to somebody else's site, lose that lead, not sure where it goes. Always keep them within your own gated ecosystem. And so we've covered the basics here. At the very least, you should have all of these features to make sure you're never losing business, right? When somebody does their homework, they Google you, you've got to show up strong. And again, you've got to make sure you have that powerful website, folks. Personally, Elizabeth, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to work with an agent who doesn't have a website, right? It's the first thing I look at, right? Or any business for that matter. Really, in today's day and age, you got to have this. It's got to be professional. And so it's so important. But maybe you're sitting there and you're saying to yourself, I've got all this stuff. I've got ADA compliance. I've got lead capture. My website's mobile responsive. But I'm not getting anything from it. To truly maximize this, you need a couple of more pieces, a couple of more steps here. And so we're going to cover these with you. Um, and so, Elizabeth, I've been talking quite a bit. It's up to you if you'd like to jump in on this one, or I can keep going. Totally up to
No,
you.
I don't. You're fine. I like when
Okay.
Tom talks. All right. Okay. So let's dive a little bit deeper. What are a couple more steps? How can you get into there a little bit more? Okay. Step 3A, we'll call it for a lack of a better term. Remember, at a minimum, we need a powerful landing page for leads, clients to learn about us. But our clients don't want to just learn about us. They want to search for their dream home. You should be able to do all of that within your own ecosystem, building your SEO and keeping clients with you. A few other great benefits here. One, you can actually see what your clients are doing. If they're searching on national portals, you don't know what they're looking at. It's adding a middleman. You want to know what they're looking at. You want to get that feedback. You want to see it. They have to, and then also you can send them properties that are like that. Have a system that does it automatically for you. We don't have to worry about it. Don't have to take that step. So you want your site, that way they're right there searching and they can save you as a favorites button and they can always come to you to look. Because I will tell you, I have bought and sold homes in over 6 states. Once I find a search that I enjoy, that is where I always go to look for homes. So a great way to always drive people to your websites. Because oftentimes I hear from agents and their clients that they're searching on these national portals and the listings they're looking at are already sold. It happens all the time. You need to have up-to-date data and information. Having local listing information reinforces your brand of being the local real estate expert. And that's what we want each and every one of you on this call to be, is to be known as the go-to local agent, the expert. So let's reiterate, you never want to send your clients to the world. You want to connect them to other agents. You want to show them you, and you want them to be able to always find you by implementing search on your website. You're going to keep visitors there longer and make sure those leads are always coming back to you and you alone.
Yeah, again, folks, we never want to send clients to that national portal, right? The evil empires, as some would like to say, but I didn't say that. But again,
Do you notice how I roar over it? Things
keep
we
them
say, but we
within,
don't say.
yeah, keep them within your business, right? Again, the leads go back to you, the traffic goes back to you, you can see what they're doing. And it's so, so important. And just another thing here, so often I go to an agent site, they don't have listings integrated. It looks like they don't have listings, right? It looks like they're not busy. They're not doing any business. So it's so important to have some type of listing integration there, to keep your customers engaged. And like Elizabeth said, keep them on your site longer.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah,
you have those multiple text me now is a big one on the website. It's like, I am much more probably problematic and I am old, but if someone had like a text me versus a call me, I'm going to choose it, so having those options on your website too, giving them, make it easy, make it friendly, knock that barrier down. So when I am like, had a couple glasses of wine and I'm looking at this home and I'm debating taking that leap or not, if I can just text you and be like, hey, can we look at this tomorrow? You're going to get more leads that way. So make it friendly, make it functional. All right. So a big question I get asked all the time is, well, Elizabeth, why don't I just send them to my MLS search page? Well, it's certainly better than sending them to Zillow or something like that. But that does nothing for your search engine value. You always want to drive leads, clients, and traffic back to you, your website. So you're building that SEO behind your own digital assets that are portable. More and more, I think sometimes we hear SEO, we get overwhelmed. There are such easy steps you can do to drive your SEO, and we're going to cover a lot of those. But this is one of them. The more we can drive people to our website, the more it's going to get you found higher and faster. So most MLS integrations will also give you the option to send automatic listing updates that match your client's search criteria. A quick example here on the screen is providing additional value to your clients and driving even more traffic back to your website, the MLS. You might have MLS search and still say, Elizabeth, I have this, but I'm not generating leads for my website. Well, the most effective way to increase SEO and to generate organic leads is to create an active website. And we're going to show you how to do that here in a second. But first, do we have any questions?
Just want to add
Question?
something here quickly or
Oh, sure,
clarify
yeah.
something quick. So for an example here, right? Agents ask all the time, well, Tom, I don't need a website. I don't need MLS search. The MLS gives me this. I'm just going to send my clients to the MLS. You can certainly do that. But when you do that, you're building the MLS's SEO, right? You're building up their domain name, their website, all that good stuff. And the client ultimately, can get lost. They can go wherever. You're losing your control. Like they're outside of your ecosystem. They can't go there and necessarily see all of your videos, everything that you wanted to add, like they can on your website, right? So sending listing updates from your own website, from your own MLS integration is a powerful tool to drive traffic back to your website where they can continue to participate in your ecosystem, learn all about you, never find anyone else. So really, really powerful tool. But yeah, like Elizabeth had mentioned there, you got to do one more thing in order to really increase that search engine value and start to generate organic traffic, right? It's not just having that MLS search. There's so much more to it in order to start generating leads. So yeah, with that, questions? I don't see a lot in the chat. I see a lot of you guys participating, but not many questions. So Elizabeth, looks like we're doing a great job explaining everything.
I'm like, I don't know. Do you guys already know all of this? Have we learned? Maybe throw something in the chat. They're like, wow, that's gonna stick with me, or that is new to me, or I didn't think about that before. What are you loving? What are you liking? What's helping? What do you want to know more? Don't be shy. We're pretty friendly, easygoing people.
I do see Eric was having some trouble getting his Google page verified. Looks like they request that he upload some video along with it and that they're kicking that out every single time that he does it. And so, it looks like he Googled the issue and kind of the feedback I gave him was, Google has so much customer support. And then at some point you may have to actually purchase that premium subscription. It's not a lot of money. You can do it for a month and then you could cancel it once it's all set up. They'll definitely help you if you're paying a lot more aggressively. And it's worth every penny to get that account set up and get it working. Looks like we do have one comment from Georgie. Thanks for all the great information. Awesome, Georgie. Glad you're enjoying it. But let's keep moving here, Elizabeth. Let's remind everybody, guys, if you're like, I love it. I got to really take this to the next level. Can you guys give me some feedback? Type schedule me. And again, we'll meet with you. It's no cost. Give you a consultation. Look at your website. Google you literally together, kind of see how you show up and give you some feedback, some pointers on how to improve that. All right, guys. See a bunch of you raising your hands. Again, if you're looking to do one of those sessions, just type schedule me and we'll get you set up for that. But let's keep moving here. Because we have got a lot to go here. And so we want to turn that static website into an active lead generating one. Step number 4, folks, is going to be to create activity, right? In my experience, most websites are static. And a great way to know if you have a static site is whether or not you're generating business from it. So remember, there's those 2 factors for Google, prominence and relevance, right? Those are 2 of the 3. Google wants to see that your keywords match what people are searching for. And this is meta keywords. They're settings that you can change and alter right in the back end of websites that identify what that website is all about. Okay, so you got to make sure that those match what people are searching for. Okay, relevant to those reviews, right? Again, incorporating recent reviews. The last time you had a review was 3 years ago, that's not helping you to search engines, right? They've got to be recent. Anytime you add them to your website, Google's re-indexing the entire platform, continuing to build that search engine value for you. So you got to have those reviews. And then so important, you absolutely must have the ability to create a blog, folks. This is so important. A lot of times agents are asking, well, what's a blog? Well, it's just a section in your website where you can go and create content. And every time you do, Google's going to re-index that site, again, moving you higher in the listings. But what you're doing here is branding yourself as an expert. And there's lots of different types of content. Great slide to take a picture of. We've got some great suggestions here, folks. I'm not going to spend too long. Looks like we're getting short on time here. But awesome opportunity to start to create local search engine value, market reports to target sellers. We've got an example here where this agent is creating all this great content, great way to incentivize their audience. So we've got, listings, lifestyle, real estate information, but does it educate, does it entertain, or does it excite your audience? If you do one of those things, one of those three things, you're going to get great participation and great feedback and get those leads flowing. Now, I'm sure that many of you might be sitting here and you're saying, well, this sounds great, but how do people find it? Integrate your website with your social media, your blog, your website. We've got some examples here. I should be able to find all of your social platforms on your website and vice versa. If I'm on your Facebook page, you should absolutely have a link back over to your website where I can learn all about you, search for properties. Each platform you're on, you'll hit a different audience, right? You've got different groups on each one. And the more places that your business is located, the more consistent it is, goes again to that prominence. What Google's looking at increases your search engine value, will help you take advantage of all those great local leads. And so remember, folks, buyers and sellers do their homework. If I Google you, I'm going to check more than just your website. Maybe I go to your Twitter, your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn's your business page. And most agents I see, they haven't posted there in a few years. So you got to keep this stuff up to date. And so how do you do that? How do you make it easy? Well, here's a great social content strategy. Again, great slide to take a picture of. Folks, post those blog articles we talked about, right? Post anything that you're posting to your website, your testimonials, your blog content, post that to your social media. Use AI. Great way to help automate this, be consistent at least once or twice per week at a minimum, enough to create top of mind marketing where they think real estate, they think of you, right? Maximize that repeat and referral. Create that top of mind. You never want to see that someone bought or sold a home with someone else, right? You've all been there, right? You've got to create that top of mind. Consistency is how you do it. And so in this example here, this agent is using AI, ChatGPT. They're typing in create a social media post for this article. So they created a blog, create a social media post, spits out a quick one with emojis, hashtags, everything they need, copy and paste it right out to social media. So you're taking content from your website, sharing it to social media. And in this case, then you're sharing it out to social, where it drives traffic back to the agent, right? And so, guys, another great slide to take a picture of. If you're sitting here and you're like, this sounds great, but I don't have the time. How am I ever going to do this? Folks, it is so easy nowadays. With AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, there's tons of options. These are great prompts. A lot of agents know how powerful this is, but they don't know how to prompt it, how to interact with it. So create a blog post about 10 local restaurants, create a market report to target sellers from the MLS data or RPR, create blogs for first-time home buyers, create a LinkedIn post, a YouTube script. Takes 5 minutes, not even, to prompt it, edit it, post it to your blog, and then share it to social media. Take that same content, share it on every platform. It's one and done, folks. You start it on your website, share it out to your social media. And so,
Yeah. And I just want to point out with that, why we're saying to do that is the more local content you have in your website, the higher you're going to come up on search rankings, right? So what's that new hotspot everybody wants to go to? Not only does it make you look like a rock star, like you're on top of everything, you know what's happening in your area, but it's going to help you get found. So it's really twofold. And I can't even stress it enough how easy it is to go to ChatGPT, say, write a blog about X local hotspot. And within seconds, you have something to copy and paste. Throw some pictures on there and you've got it. Share it on all your social, drive traffic back to your site, get found higher. If you're a realtor, you have RPR, use the market trends report. It's 3 clicks. Now you have all local data and stats. Not only do you look like a rock star for knowing exactly what your market trends are, you've added that local content. So I know we're trying to move because we got a lot to cover in a little bit of time, but it is so important and it's really going to help you. Don't be afraid to do it.
yeah, guys.
Sorry.
And again, like Elizabeth said, if you've got a website and there's no content, you haven't posted on it in 3 years, 4 years, what does that say to prospective buyers and sellers, right? So in keeping it active and adding content at least once a week, you're achieving so many goals. The local SEO, you're not losing business because your website looks like it's outdated, hasn't been touched. So important. But what is the most important piece of content that agents have? It's their listings. And 90% of them tend to post those incorrectly. I see it every day where an agent gets a listing and it's on social media and it's 123 Main Street, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, DM me, call me. Most people aren't going to pick up that phone. What if there's really no lead capture? I've got an example here. What if I need more information? I need to know what the taxes were, or maybe that I need a 6 bedroom, not a 4 bedroom. Can I search for properties? What am I going to do in those situations? If I want more information, I'm going to Zillow. If I want to look at other properties, I'm going to Redfin. I'm out. You lost me. You created interest, but you drove them away from your business. And so when we talk about posting your listings correctly, it is so important that you have that MLS integration on your website. Now you can take the link from your website, share that on social media where they can access the entire listing sheet. And if that listing's not for them, they can search the entire MLS and find other options. You can see everything that they're doing. You have lead capture. This is what we talk about, taking it and turning it into a lead generation tool, generating leads from your current listings, right? Powerful, powerful tool, guys. That's why it's so important to have that MLS integration. And so with that, guys, again, you want to keep customers always within your ecosystem, where now your website becomes the centerpiece, becomes the front door. You create content there, you link out to your other platforms so that everything is always going back to the agent, back to you. You're never sending them to those third parties. That's how you start generating leads from your digital presence. Okay. And so any quick questions here? I know we are short on time, guys, on time. Feel free to type those in the chat. We will get those answered for you. We got a ton of great feedback there in the chat box going. Love it. Glad that you're excited about it. But great slide to take a picture of, folks. You want to make sure you get this. Again, you've generated leads. You got to nurture them. Speed to lead is critical. Got to be notified right away. Tracking, analytics, listing updates going to them. The best CRM is the one that you use. If you have a platform that you use, you love it, it works for you, don't switch it up. I've seen so many agents who switch CRMs and it just destroys their business, right? It's more work than it's worth. Avoid Frankenstacks where everything's jumbled together. You want something that is portable. Your leads are protected and portable, and that can integrate with all the tools that you love that actively work for your business and make a difference for you every day. And of course, treat every lead like the gold that they are. You're going to be tremendously successful. And so take a picture, guys. If you want to start converting clicks to clients, I need to have a consistent brand image across as many platforms as possible. You need to have powerful domain names that capture that real estate and local search traffic, custom websites that are active, actually generate traffic, and allow you to create content the right way to generate more leads by driving traffic to you. They're portable, tools that go where you go, and that you need to be intentional about being consistently generating leads, being active, and that you'll treat every lead like gold. Folks, do you think if you did all of this stuff that you would be tremendously successful? Click that hand emoji, that raise your hand button if you agree, you love the class, you know how tremendously important this stuff is. Share with us. Again, raise your hand button, share in the chat if you agree that this would make you super successful if we did all of this, right? How many of you are actually going to leave here? You're going to start doing all of this here today, right? And oftentimes the reality starts to sink in. I know I need this, it's important, but I don't know where to start. I just don't have the time. How do I actually make this a reality? Well, we're excited you joined us. We're going to share with you. We've actually got a few people asking about this in the Q&A, in the chat. Elizabeth, why don't you share with them just a little bit about, what we're going to show them here today?
Yeah, so we're going to show you a full suite of products that we offer. Again, these are made to really be phenomenal products that do the work for you, that are turnkey, that make it so that you don't have, we've taken the work out of websites for you. That's been our goal. We've been striving for it, working very hardly. So whether you're a brand new agent, whether you're a brand new agent with literally zero budget, an appraiser, mortgage, a seasoned broker with 24 years, I saw that earlier, we have affordable solutions for you. So we're going to take it up a step even further because you joined us on this webinar and you gave us your time. Do not go anywhere because we're going to give you a month free. This is an exclusive webinar offer that we've never offered before. We're so excited. So to share this with you. So if you want a full demo, We're going to get you a QR code every step of the way that links in the chat box. So you can say, I want a full demo right now in the chat, and we will schedule that because I know some of you are crazy busy. But we're going to go over this with you quickly, and don't go anywhere because we have such an amazing offer that we've never offered before. And I'm so, so excited to do it. So, Tom, with that said, I'm going to pass the baton back over to you.
Sure. So with that, guys, we are going to jump over to the internet here, and we are going to walk you through exactly how to, let's see here, exactly what it is that we do. We're going to show you a couple of live examples. Bear with me for 1 second here. Oh. All right, here we go. So we're going to show you first. You should be able, Elizabeth, can we see the sites here?
I can see it. Looks
Perfect. So, guys, what you're going to do, you actually work with us. We're going to design a beautiful website for you. You can add video right at the top. You can add your own photos. We can provide them whatever you want to do. It's totally customizable. You can do powerful about me sections, right? Showcase your experience, create that powerful site. Featured listings. If you don't have listings, you can pull them in. You can hand select them. We can pre-populate them, whatever you'd like to do. All the listing information, full listing sheet. I can see everything there. You've got tons of lead capture on every single one. We'll share one of those with you. All the information from the MLS, guys, all within your own ecosystem. You can see multiple forms of lead capture, that audio, that ADA compliance, different languages. I can share this out to social media, drives traffic back to you again. All this great content, everything that your clients are looking for, they can search properties. It's only going to you. You've got the ability to add, your services, target buyers, target sellers. Everything is customizable. Showcase your expertise, showcase those testimonials. You've got to have this here. So, so important to have up-to-date testimonials. You can do that here. Images. These can actually feed in directly from your Instagram feed. So exciting. Anything you post to Instagram can also show up on your website. Great way to keep it fresh, up to date and consistent across the board. In addition to that, you do have a blog included. Again, anytime you create content here, you're creating all that new search engine value. I want to share with you guys quickly here, Comma's site. We've talked a lot about her today. Comma is a broker. She's got 12 agents. They all use this platform. It's great for brokerages, teams, agents, wherever you are in the real estate field. We have options for you. Actually, this is not Commas, but I'll show you that in a second. We talked about that blog, and this one is a great example. This agent is blogging away. He's creating local content, RPR, does it all in ChatGPT, takes 5 minutes. Every time he posts it here, he's creating great search engine value, branding himself as the expert. Again, we talked about Comma's site. Comma here, she's got her search, her office website, great for her brokerage, her unique brand. She loves the color purple. She's got every one of her agents has their own website included with this, with the .realtor sites. And if I go to Comma's page, I can actually see all of her content that she's creating individually. She's blogging. She did a recent one, mortgage rates appear poised to decline. But here's a nice thing about this blog. If I'm Comma and I'm creating content, I can actually just share it out to my Facebook, my Twitter, my LinkedIn, a text, an email, whatever it may be, with the one click of a button, and it shares it the right way, right? Where now it drives traffic back to the website with lead capture. You're turning your digital presence into that lead generating machine. And then again, you've even got a comment integration where they can comment through Facebook and they can link out to all your other social platforms. Now, we'll show you how this works. Here's Comma's Facebook business page. And you can see here, it matches her website. She's got all up-to-date information. She's active, consistent, competitive. But if I go to some of Comma's posts, here's that blog she posted. One click, where does it take me? It takes me back to Comma's website with lead capture into her database, right? It's that gated experience. So important when we talk about generating leads. Folks, she's doing the same thing on LinkedIn. She's doing it across the board. It's a perfect platform to help you create that opportunity. Oh, looks like LinkedIn's taking a second to load here. But we even do these for real estate professionals. You're not a realtor. This is a home builder we built this for. You're an appraiser, your insurance, mortgage, whatever it is. You can have a .realestate domain and a powerful real estate website. And so with that, guys, I know you're all wondering, well, what else do we get? So it's super easy for you to customize this. And we've got a quick example here. Everything's customizable. You can drag and drop, play with it, do it yourself. If you're stuck in a static site, don't stay stuck. We can give you a great platform. How easy it is to showcase your testimonials. right? So important. And also super easy to connect this directly to your Google business page. You can sync the two. Any changes you make here will automatically change across the board, right? Nobody will be able to make those changes. You'll have complete control and easy automation. Again, guys, at any time you want to learn more, type demo. We're almost done. And then in the back end, you've got full tracking analytics. You can see everything clients are doing. You can see messages from them with their search criteria, what your traffic looks like, how long they're staying there, engagement levels, everything. All of these leads are portable, protected. No one has access to them except for you. They'll go with you wherever you go, folks. And if you'd like to integrate this with any CRM that you love, it integrates with all of them. No problem. Super easy. You can send those right into whatever system you're using. If you choose to, you don't have to, but you do have that option, right? Don't rebuild it if it's not broken. And so awesome opportunity. Again, that same system will provide automated listing updates to all of those leads that match their search criteria. Great way to keep them involved. And so every single thing that we have talked about here today, everyone's always like, how much is it? Now, we told you we've got some great options. This is everything that we talked about, top tier, every single thing, normally $99 a month. Now, folks, that is nothing. It's hard to find an IDX website for less than 150 bucks a month. 99 bucks, that's less than most people spend on coffee. Seriously. And that's normal price. Webinar, we're going to take it a step further. We have never given these discounts before. I know, Elizabeth, you're so excited about it. We really want you guys to be successful with this. So if you pay monthly, it's still $99 a month, but we're actually going to waive a typical $200 setup fee, guys. It's gone, right? To build this entire platform, set it up for you. And then we're also going to give you a free month. You end up saving $299. And then for the annual price, you save a total of $488. Again, you get that free month. You get an annual savings of $189. So if you do the year, you pay $900. You don't pay the setup fee. Again, that's going to bring your cost for your entire website, your blog, your database, everything that we've talked about here today for only $75 a month. It's really, truly, it's unheard of. So incredible. This is all the bells and whistles that we've discussed. It's ADA compliant. Folks, again, if you want to learn more, take a picture of this slide, right? You keep that promo code. This is a limited time offer exclusively for those of you who joined us here today. And we've got a couple of options here. So if you do go and you want to sign up, what's going to happen is you'll scan the QR code. We'll show you in just a second. You'll search the domain that matches your business, and you'll choose Premium Plus, enter that promotional code. If you run into any problems, please call us. We're happy to help. Take a picture of this slide. But if you are, ready to sign up, guys, we've got a great QR code here on the left. Scan that. It'll take you right to our website where you can sign up for that Premium Plus, all the bells and whistles, everything we talked about. Again, first step is to purchase your domain. Now, that's super exciting. You get to pick the brand of your business. But if you're sitting here and you're like, I don't have a clue what that should be, scan the QR code on the right. And Elizabeth will actually walk you through this, and she will consult with you. What's a good domain name? Let's get a time on the calendar the next day or two, Monday, whatever it may be. Walk you through that, pick out your domain, walk you through checkout, smooth as can be. We'll do the work for you. Again, guys, incredible discounts, great opportunity to really take control of your digital marketing, start generating leads from it. We do have a couple of other options we do want to share with you guys, but it looks like we've got some great feedback in the chat. Elizabeth, anything you want to add here so far?
No, I take advantage of this offer and really experience it for yourself. So we're really excited. Again, the left QR code is you're ready, go do it. Add that coupon premium RE Preem at checkout, and you can just have your website. These websites are live in 5 minutes. Now, it does take a little bit more work to connect your MLS, but you can get in there and start playing around and customizing it. You will have full customization capabilities. There is not a thing you cannot do with these websites. It's drag and drop, it's super easy. We've taken the tech out of it. They're turnkey. They come built in, your information, your email, your phone number. It's all already there. You don't have to do anything. Review your information and let the website start working for you. So we have really, when we say we've taken the work out of websites, we mean it. This is a website your business deserves. We are constantly striving to make it the best it can possibly be. and present it to you at the most affordable price points in the industry. So take advantage of this. Again, on the left, you ready? Go. On the right, schedule a demo. You and I can go through it together step by step. And then also at the end, we're going to have another QR code if you just want to fill out a form and get a little bit more information, and then our 800 number. We have the most phenomenal customer success managers you have ever met in your life. They are patient and kind, and they are here to help you. And they're available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. They're out of Cleveland, Ohio. So go any Buckeyes watching. But they're here for you. So don't be, we've given you all that. You want an audit? Great. You want to go for it? Awesome. You need more information? You want a demo? We're going to present it any which way that works for you, because like I said, our goal is to come alongside of you, meet you where you're at, and help you grow your business step by step. So like Tom said, if you're not ready, the bells and whistles are a little bit too much, you're just starting out, maybe you want to consider another option here. And you want to go to the next slide and kind of tell a little bit about that?
Yep, but real quickly, I just want to answer a couple of questions. I see Kay is interested in the offer, but you're in 3 MLSs there, Kay. Can you connect all of them? Absolutely, you can connect all of those. We will walk you through getting those integrated. It is no problem whatsoever. I will tell you, we charge a very small fee for that. Again, I've been at sold products before that charged 10 times what we charge here with this special offer. So you're going to get an extreme bargain to be able to showcase all 3 of those on one site. And I see someone else asking in Q&A, well, how do I do MLS integration? And folks, it's not clear. This includes it. You've got full MLS integration. Everything that your customers see in the MLS is available on your site for $75 a month. It's nothing if you pay for the year, right? And so it's really a steal. Everyone's evaluating their tech investment, their tech stack. It's a great tool. My favorite thing about it, is I know we've seen Elizabeth, is that it works. But yeah, as Elizabeth mentioned, this is everything. But there may be some of you here today who, you're still here. We've got quite a few of you, and maybe this is great, but times are tough. Or maybe you're a brand new agent, right? And you need something, but you're not ready to make this investment. We don't want you to miss out. We want to make sure every one of you has an option that can work, get you started here today, and get you in a better place for your business than you were in yesterday. And so if this doesn't make sense for you, well, we've got our premium package. I think I might have skipped one by accident. Premium package, everything we talked about here today, the website, the blogging, the testimonials, everything we talked about, you connect it to your Google business page. The only primary difference is that you're not going to have the MLS integration, right? And we've talked about how integral that is, how important that is, how necessary that is to generate business, to generate traffic, and really brand yourself as that local real estate expert. But again, maybe you're in an adjacent industry, you don't need listings on it, or maybe you're that, the appraiser, you're you do insurance, whatever it may be. This is a great package for you, right? And so that can be, we'll show you pricing in just a second, still fully customizable. You're just not going to have listings, okay? And so what does that look like? Well, you're going to get some great webinar discounts as well. We're going to drop that down. We're going to waive the setup fee. This is typically $24.95 a month. Again, guys, nothing. This is less than than lunch. I live in New York. Lunch is like $30. But again, incredible pricing. If you pay for the year, you get 2 months free. So $250 for the entire year. That's what most people pay just for a website per month. Seriously, incredible value. And we're going to give you that free month, an additional free month as the webinar discount. And again, we're going to waive that $200 setup fee. All right, so you guys are saving a ton of money. Take a picture, scan that, get a picture of that coupon code. If you want to learn more, type demo at any time. We'll get you a demo spot and walk you through this. And if you're ready to buy that, you can go ahead and scan that code, walk yourself through it, purchase your domain, sign up for that website, and you will be ready to rock and roll. Anything you want to add here, Elizabeth?
No, like I said, I mean, we're not trying to boast. We're like, you're just never going to get a website with all these bells and whistles at these price points. And so again, that's because we are part of NAR, and we do want to be able to really be a wonderful, trusted provider that's truly here to help you build your business. So remember, if you just get that .realtor or .realestate domain, you're automatically getting a one-page landing page. You're starting to build your presence. That's step one. But what we're offering you here today are 2 incredible offers to get the blogs, the videos, full customization, audio being ADA compliant is more important than ever. at price points that you've just never seen before. So that is what we're so excited about. And I'm always like, I'm not selling, I'm trying to increase awareness, because it's just, these are such phenomenal things that are here to truly help you and are going to make a difference. So don't hesitate, reach out. And then if you just want to go to the last slide out, this is just this is a QR code that's going to take you to a landing page where you can fill out a form and just say, hey, I want some more information. Maybe send me an email, dip my toe in it. I'm not quite ready yet. Or again, call our 800 number right now, so you don't have to wait for the Calendly links. I know we want to jump on things and it's hard to schedule and our calendars are full. So we wanted to be able to provide you an instant connection as well, because they're ready to help you as well. So if you're like, I'm all in, I'm ready, walk me through it, I don't want to do it on the website, we'll do it for you. We're here to help you. Once you become a customer, you're not only getting access to this, but we're going to give you training webinars on how to edit your website, how easy it is. If you can use a Google Doc or a Word doc, you can edit these websites. That's how simple it is. But we have tips and tricks we'll share with you. We'll also offer you a monthly webinar series where we bring in experts and pros to give more educational content like this. So you're becoming not only a website customer, but just someone in our ecosystem that we're going to continue to help build you up and give you all the greatest and the latest from the most trusted industry and organization in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I know I've been working alongside you guys for a while now, and you are constantly improving this product, right? And price has not changed drastically over the last few years. It has just constantly gotten better and better. Your user reviews are great. People love it, and it is the most affordable product on the platform, available, right? I mean, really, at this price, to have MLS integration, everything that we've talked about, custom domain, it's a no-brainer, right? It's really quite a bargain. And checks all of the boxes. And folks, we want to thank all of you for joining us here today. Again, our goal was to educate you, and I think that we've done that. We hope every one of you will take one piece from today and implement it to make a difference. Whether or not you work with us, we think there's lots of value for you guys that you can use to make a difference in your business. And we hope at some point that you'll be ready to join us. And so I want to thank you again for your time. Anything else, Elizabeth?
No, I just want to thank everyone. I know we ran a little bit over, and your time is truly valuable. So thank you so much. If you do have any last questions, throw them in the chat or put them in the Q&A. And I have a couple minutes. I don't know, Tom, if you do, I can stay around and answer a couple questions.
Yeah, let's stay on for a bit. Yeah.
Okay, so I see we do have a question here. So I was going to go ahead and get a domain. Should I get a Google email with it or just the $3 one? Okay, I love you. You are on it. So we didn't even talk about that. With any of your domains, you have an option. It's just a optional thing you can choose to or not to, but we have incredibly low email platforms. So if you are using AOL or Yahoo or something, that's not going to showcase your professionalism. You might want an email platform system that is safe, because again, you're going to be dealing with some very personal information from your clients. So maybe you want an email platform that is separate from your personal life. It's just about your work life. It's safe, it's secure, it has calendar, contacts, everything. We do offer two different options. Google is $3 a month, and it's great because it's Google and everybody knows Google. So your learning curve on it is going to be very easy. We also offer a email platform from Rackspace, and it is kind of a white label. It's phenomenal as well. It's a little bit less inexpensive, but it's not Google, but they're both phenomenal. I will say our Rackspace is very popular, especially because of the price point it's at, but that's going to give you an email address that completely matches your domain. So I could be elizabeth.realtor and elizabeth@elizabeth.realtor for my email address. So it's just a really fun way to keep your business, to showcase your professionalism, to let the world know who you are and what you do instantly. I don't think you can go wrong, Kate. It's just really a personal preference of, do you want to pay a little bit more for Google because it's Google, or do you want to just go with a lower price point item that's still phenomenal, safe, secure, has a large lot of space is what I'm trying to say poorly here, but they're both really good products.
Awesome.
Any other questions or any other thing anyone wants to ask?
Hey guys, we love those questions. We've got the time. If you want to ask them, great time to do it. And again, hope you take pictures of the slides. If you have any questions, if you are excited about this, you want to learn more, scan the QR code, give us a call. We'd love to chat with you, love to meet you, take a one-on-one look at your business, your digital presence, and help you make that all that it possibly can be. So With that, I'm sure you'll be hearing from Elizabeth and her team shortly after this. You'll also be receiving the recording if you're registered. If you were registered, you're going to get that recording as well, so you can rewatch it, all that kind of stuff if you have any questions there. But again, discounts that we had today, those are a limited time. They are not going to last forever. It's the first time we've done it. We're so excited to offer it. And guys, go take advantage of it. You save yourself a ton of money, get a great tool that makes an active difference in your business.
All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. So much fun having this, Tom. Thank you so much for all of your educational content as well. And this was great. So with that, I think we'll talk soon, everybody. Have a great day.
All right, guys, have a good one.